Superstitious, same way every Sunday, or?
No, no, not at all. Matter of fact, I can't even remember what I did to get ready for the games. I can remember getting into a little bit of a Zen type of mentality, especially when I got to the Redskins, because believe it or not, I had a terrible temper, and it actually cost us a game, a playoff game. I lost my temper versus Houston in '88, and we ended up losing the game. And when I went to DC, I actually got saved. I mean, I got, y'all know what I mean, I get saved. Got into religion, and it helped me to start to control myself. And one of the things that I was taught during that time was the power of the breath, was to be able to control your breath, control your mind. And I got into it, practiced it, and was able to get into balance a lot more, and actually was able to get into the zone, and was able to practice that way and play that way on a continual basis, almost week in and week out. And the power of the breath is something that really gave me the power, or gave me the energy to be able to stay focused. And even if I made a mistake, I never did get too high, I never did get too low. It's always kind of in that. So for me, breathing, continue to control my breath was something that I got to that I guess would be a routine.
Okay, I think we're on the last question for each guy. Larry, it's three of basically the same question. Biggest trash talker on the team, class clown on the team, and your best friend on the team.
Demarius Randall is the trash talker. Baker talks a good amount of trash too. They kind of go back and forth sometimes. What was the other one?
Class clown.
Class clown. David's pretty funny. Who else? Class clown. I'm trying to think who's hilarious. Do you guys know Devereaux Lawrence? He's another defensive lineman, but if there was this TV show about Devereaux, everybody here would be laughing. Because he's the kind of person that kind of looks really rough, like if you meet him, he looks like he might beat you up. But then once he starts talking, like he's actually like one of the funniest guys on the team. Best friend, I would have to say, me and Miles are pretty close. Me and Carl Davis, Christian Kirksey. I have a lot of really close guys on the team. Jamie Collins was one of my, I was really sad when they let him go, but he was one of my good friends too. So, I mean, pretty much everybody. I'm pretty friendly, so.
Ernest, final question. I'll make it a good one. All right.
What do you think of Art Liddell?
Hey, you know what? That's way better than what I was about to come up with. See, you worked for, so if I'm getting my history right, you were with the Ravens front office after they moved to Baltimore, right? Yeah. So you might have a different perspective on Art Modell than a lot of people in this room. That's a great question.
I do.
What do you think of Art Modell?
I'm almost positive I have a different perspective on him. Mr. Modell was like he sat me down like a son at the end of my career and told me that he didn't want me to go from playing into coaching, and he gave me the opportunity to go out into the NFL and basically look and see what I wanted to do. And I actually interviewed with Kansas City for their running back coaching job, and I met a guy named Lamont Winston, who was in player development. And that ended up what I ultimately wanted to do. So when I came back, told Mr. Modell what I wanted to do, all that kind of stuff, So Mr. Modell gave me the opportunity to develop, and he also assisted in my development process. Now I understand that, you know, when he moved the team, I mean, it was like losing a family member for a lot of, you know, a lot of fans. I mean, because of the connection that I mentioned earlier. And I saw a lot of fans that cried on my shoulder. Some of them were pissed off, and some were kind of in the middle. So Mr. Modell, and from a player perspective, he supported us in a way that a lot of owners I wasn't aware of or ever learned that they did. Mr. Modell had the inner circle, which was a drug. It was an assistant for guys that were drug addicts on the team, or guys that had gotten off of the straight and narrow, and he helped those guys be better people, which helped the team be a better team. So he did a lot of things for the players that you all maybe weren't privy to, maybe you were, but he was a good man to a lot of us. He was a good man to me. I'll put it that way.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ernest Biner, Larry Ogunjobi. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for joining us this year. We appreciate it. I think we have one last, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here. I think we have one last quick comment from Howard, right? Howard's going to send us off. While he's coming up, don't forget, the earlier you buy your tickets for next year, the further this way you are. Or is that what you were going to say?
Okay, how about another great hand for Ernest, Larry, and for Paul?